All right, in this video we're going to be talking about the runoff method. And the runoff method is a method of determining a winner of an election if a majority winner cannot be determined. So this part right here, if a majority winner cannot be determined. So what you're going to have to do is, just like in the other video dealing with the preference schedule and the plurality winner, you're going to need to find out what is the first place votes of everybody that's involved in this group ranking election. All right, so here are the scores. A has 8, B has 5, C has 6, D has 7. Now, what we need to figure out is, first off, is a majority winner, can that be established? So do we have a majority winner? Well, if you remember from class or maybe from another video, we have 26 total votes. 8, 5, 6, 7 is, adds up to 26. You divide that by 2 because you're always dealing with half. Half is 50%, which is dividing by 2. That gives you 13 votes. Now, the 13 votes represents 50%. Now, remember to add 1, and that means our majority winner would have to get 14 or more votes. All right, so again, 14 or more votes would be determined the majority winner. Now, if you notice, A is our plurality winner. He does not have 14, so a majority winner has not been determined. So what we have to do is create a runoff. Now, let me clean all this up here. A runoff states that, or not states, but the process is determine the first place votes, which we did. Now, the next part is, that should be an arrow. There it is. Now, keep the top 2 people and eliminate everybody else. So the top 2 vote earners is A and D. Everybody else gets eliminated, so that means B and C get eliminated. So what you need to do is, in your preference schedule, mark out B and C as like I'm doing here. B and C, B and C. Now, determine the new plurality winner. This is step 3, based off the newly revised preference schedule. So that means going through every single column here. A is in first place here. Now notice B and C in the second column was in first place, but they got eliminated. Now D's the first place person. Same thing here. D's first place, and D right here is first place. So when I rework my plurality winners, A still has 8, because A is in top, is number 1 on this column here. But notice D is on top of the rest of the other columns. So I'm going to add those up. And D ends up winning, not with 7 votes, but with 18. So my winner is D with 18 votes. All right, next question. The CMD question. How many votes must candidate get in order to be the majority winner? Remember, add everything up, divide it by 2, and then add 1 to it. So 30 is my magic number for the majority winner. Now let's check to see if anybody got 30. Let's see. C ended up getting 15 votes. M ended up getting 14 votes. Let me space that out a little more. And then lastly, D ended up getting 26 votes. So I said 26, I meant 29. So D was my highest ranked or my highest vote getter, but he didn't get 30, so he's not the majority winner. So the answer to the next part is there a majority winner? No, there's not a majority winner. So now it's time to do a runoff. So remember the rules of runoff, and that is keep the top 2 people and eliminate everybody else. Well, when you only have 3 people in this election, then that means only one person is going to be eliminated, which would be M. So I'm going to eliminate M from the entire preference schedule here. And then I'm going to rework the problem. Now, I can do this. Let me highlight. So C, number 1. C is number 1 here. C is number 1 here. D, D, D. So they both won 3 columns, but remember, each column is weighted differently. All right, so that means C's new plurality winner, or plurality score, I'm sorry, is going to be 20. So it's no longer 15. C now has 20, so let me write it right here. C has 20, and then D is no longer 29, it's now going to be 38. So my runoff winner is going to be D with 38. Here we go, our next one. So determine the runoff winner of the election. So apparently the majority winner we don't have, so we're going to have to do a runoff. So if you need to pause the video so you can do it, feel free to do it right now. All right, so those are my scores to begin with, and I'm going to go ahead and knock out my two lower scores, which in this case are C and D. So that means C and D are being eliminated from my preference schedule. C and D, and C and D. Ooh, something happened. Let me try this again. C and D are being eliminated. So let me get my highlighter, and I'm going to mark all my first place votes. A was in first place here, A was in first place there, B was in first place in that column, A was in first place in that column. So that means, let's see, B was only in first place for one column, so B is going to stay with 8 votes, but A won 3 columns for a grand total of 18. So a grand total of 18. All right. Now, this next one here, determine the runoff winner of the election. I'm not even going to work through it. I'm just going to go ahead and give you the answer. So pause the video right now so you can work through it. All right, B ends up winning with 37. Now for this next one here, how many, actually for the next two here, go ahead and pause the video again because I'm about to go ahead and give you the answers. All right, those are the answers for the next two questions or the next two preference schedules. Now, I'm assuming that you're working and you're getting your answers right. If not, then you need to come see me the next time you come to class. Lastly, the BTS JR, again, pause the video again, and I'll go ahead and give you the answers in 1 second. So pause the video. All right, there's the answer. B wins with 57. So hopefully you got everything right. If you have any questions, let me know the next time you see me. Thank you.